Welcome everybody. It's the Wizards Council. It's Friday afternoon.
What's
How's
up?
how are you
Morgan is
guys doing?
asking if it's safe for girls in here today.
It's
No,
always safe for women in here.
no,
I
It's not
mean,
safe for girls. No.
yeah,
No. If
no.
you're
fuck girls.
underage, if you're under 18, you are not safe here. Please leave.
Yeah, neither
And
girls
I
nor
do.
boy
Yeah.
are
If you're
are
under 18, male, female, please go away. This show is not for you. Um, this is definitely a 18 plus adult rated show. So great question, Morgan.
hmm You know,
That was the first story I think I heard where your doctor said, "Oh yeah, that's not the first time, Christina, that I've talked about the VA and that appointment. I was referred up to the head of medicine at after that, and what happened in the end was that provider didn't lose their job. That provider maybe got a slap on the wrist, if anything, and the head of medicine didn't really care." And that was after my advocate, my VA advocate in the hospital, who works in the hospital, whose only job is to provide advocacy for veterans, told them that they needed in the ER that they needed to go bring me to an MRI. And the doctor told me, no, we're not going to do that. And I fought for fucking hours in a room to get them to provide me care. My wife can tell you, my kids were in the fucking room.
yeah.
And I had a buddy who I fucking deployed with question that and tell me, if that happened, you should call your senator. Well, go fuck yourself, man.
seriously. If we're phrasing it as a question, that you're questioning whether my account is true. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
But anyway,
my
I don't want to
senator's
go down
too.
that road today.
No,
No,
no.
that's a dark road. I'd
There's
rather go
there's
happy.
there's VA horror stories. There's good people at the VA, and that's the sad part.
Yeah.
There's shit heels. Somebody was like, "How can veterans do X, Y, and Z?" It's like, and I didn't get the chance to answer this before. Veterans they're not taken from the cream of the crop. I'm not being a dick. It's just like, and veterans can be freaking idiots too. I've served with them. So has Nick. Like, you've served with
Mm-hmm.
some momos, right? And unfortunately,
Mm-hmm.
they get jobs at the VA and they are just as miserable there as they were when they were in. Not everybody, because a lot of people understand the mission. The VA is supposed to be caring about veterans. But you know what? You're supposed to do that in the Army too. And you have these pukes that they make everyone's life a living hell because they can, because they have the power,
Mm-hmm.
right?
That's because they were,
Yep.
nobody checks them and nobody has ever said no to them. Nobody will ever say no to them. So they do
Nope.
whatever the fuck they want.
Mm.
But this isn't the rant that I want to go down because Fred's right. The VA also does have some really, really amazing things.
They do.
Like my mental health team at the VA is the reason I'm here. And I talk about that a lot. Like I am here still alive because the mental health team at the VA helped teach me the tools and continue to help teach me because I do group therapy every week. And it's amazing. And I do and my own therapist. And they're amazing. Like the problem is they're going to get taken away at some point from being a virtual service, and that's when a lot of veterans are going to lose access because they don't talk about that part. But I don't want to go down negative. Sorry.
They do great tech. The VA
They
has some
do
great tech.
great.
I applied there. Here's a funny story. I applied at the VA. I went through the whole process, was the top
Yeah.
candidate. And then, everything started looking weird with the election. And they were like, we're just going to hold for a minute. And the day after the election, Trump got elected and the job was canceled. Yeah. So
Yep.
that is my VA story. I was this close to getting an amazing tech job there. And went bye-bye the day after
And
Trump got
they could have
elected.
used you. That's what my mom did. She did computers. And I am.
Mhm.
Yeah, this was being a PM director for the global tech team that or the whatever national tech team that would have actually helped improve all the systems. But
How
no.
dare you?
How dare you want to help veterans?
How dare you?
Damn it, Lawrence. How dare you be such a
I'll tell you
good
what.
person who wants to help us fucking veterans and make the system easier? How dare you for being so
I
wonderful?
can spin this.
Thank you, by the way, brother. Like, I appreciate that you applied and wanted to get in. Like,
It was exciting. It was
it
an
fucking
exciting
makes
role.
me so mad that they killed that role. Like, they killed a role that could have actually improved veterans' lives and services, and probably in the long run saved money. Like
Right.
they just
I've got something where we can spin this in a Wizards Council direction because we're
heck
gonna
yeah.
unravel. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
Christina also asked, "What's the Wizards Council, and what
so. The
does it
Wizards
mean?"
Council is everything nerdy guy, everything wizardry. And speaking of wizardry, I've
Mhm,
got some.
mhm.
So I like to cook. It's one of the things that I lead with, when, putting my application in for the ladies, as we shall say. This is
Mm.
also so, but here's the thing. My wizardry is
Dessert.
on Bachelor Chow. What I
Ooh,
mean by that is I can take different ingredients, use the skillet, and I can whip something up that's delicious. It may not look great, but I can make it delicious, right?
mhm,
So we had some leftover focaccia bread, right?
Mm.
All right. I took that, put it in the oven, and I had an onion and hamburger patty and some Italian sausage. And I put all that together in a skillet and I heated it up, put some olive oil over it, Italian seasoning, and some garlic powder with a couple garlic bulbs that we had left over and some marinara. And there you go. I put it
Ooh.
on top of it. It
Yeah.
was
yeah.
delicious. It was
That
delicious.
sounds
It was like a
amazing.
pizza without the cheese, but I put a little Parmesan and red pepper flakes on it. It's
Mhm,
delicious.
Yeah.
And ladies, like
mm.
you probably won't get Michelin style meals, and they probably won't plate well, but your stomach would thank you because I am a wizard at Bachelor Chow. I am a
Ooh.
wizard at whipping something up.
Out of
You know,
nothing.
I'm that guy. I like literally. I can take it's like you have an onion and ground beef. I mean, that's kind of cheating at that point. It's like, you can
If
give
you
me
got
this
an
script,
onion and ground beef, you can make almost anything.
of
Seriously, onion
course,
and ground beef, you're halfway to like
everything,
different
right?
dishes.
Halfway to
Everything.
chili,
Right.
halfway to just halfway to a burger
Sure.
patty.
You
Like,
could do a scramble with that. You could
ooh,
And
do like
it's funny because
tacos.
I was watching this video, and they were talking about foods of a bygone era, blah blah blah. And all the stuff they were mentioning, I still make, like meatloaf, Salisbury steak with,
oh, meatloaf is so good.
oh yeah, I still make
My
meatloaf. I still make
my wife
Salisbury
makes a
steak.
great meatloaf.
I
I
mean,
I
the
like
trick is the beef pork combo with just the right
Mm,
amount of breadcrumbs.
yeah.
yes. Yes. Amazing. And it's like and so I mean, I make hobo stew, you know.
Mhm.
It's simple, right? I mean, it's just and so, like that's the kind of home cooked goodness you're going to get from Frederick, right? You know what I mean?
See, from Nick for home cook goodness, I love cooking too. That was actually something I wanted to do when I was younger. I I wanted to go to Le Cordon Bleu and I was down the road from Necky. Like Necky's in Vermont, which is the New England Culinary Institute, which is where Alton Brown went to. If you ever watched like the Food Network and stuff, he's freaking cool. And they make some good ass food. So my thing is I like making Asian food. I like making fried rice and stir fries. I watched
I'm
there
not at
was
wok cooking yet. That's my goal.
oh yeah.
I got to get the wok cooking. I got to get
So
that.
I love doing wok cooking and I like doing smoked meats. I
I
have
haven't got a smoker yet. I got to get there.
I have
Like
a tower
I'm
smoker.
good at smoking meat.
Oh, I bet you are. Do you smoke
I
it
see.
from
I'm
the
trying. Is
sides?
that like
Or
a is that like is that an
do you like
entendre
the
or do you really
smokers
do
when
that?
they're long or when they're tall?
I mean, you know, girth and length are both pretty critical, I think, as far as I'm concerned.
Sometimes you can get them.
if
Sometimes you
I
can
had a
get them long
nickel
enough that they're double ended.
if I had a nickel for every time a woman said that to me, I would have like 7 nickels. So
That's pretty good. That's 7 nickels.
That's 7 nickel. I mean, that's 35 cents, my
I'm
friend.
right.
Yeah.
I mean,
That and $2 will buy you a Coke almost.
that's it.
Ooh,
That
almost.
yeah.
Almost. Right. It's 250 these days for Coke, bro.
For
Tara,
now.
that
For
aluminum
now.
can is expensive.
And every
Just wait
time a
till they
woman
start
said,
putting
and every
Coke.
time a woman said that to me, I'm like, well, I can get you halfway there. But what is, I've got one of the two, depending on your metrics. So we can figure it out. Like you tell me if I'm within
the other. Does that add up to one?
Well,
that becomes
it
a
depends on
chode.
it depends on the standard. It's like even though there's a standard, Nick will tell you that's not unit to unit. It changes, right?
Yeah.
So some women, it's like it's like, what are we talking about here? So you got to see if you measure up.
Right. Morgan's acting all provoked. We're literally just talking about smoked sausages.
Yeah,
We?
I'm talking
what are you
about
talking about?
smoking kielbasa.
Yeah, we're literally talking about this is a cooking show, Morgan.
I mean, like a nice
cooking
German
show.
bratwurst, or a big fat Polish sausage.
I'll get the intestines and I'll just shove meat deep inside it and just keep pounding it through. Like, you got to do this over and over again.
Right. You got to pack that meat in. To make
you got to pound it in. I mean,
tight.
you got to pack those
You
guts tight.
You don't
pack them tight.
Loose meat in the intestines. Like, you got to shove it, pack it
No.
hard, because then the sausage ain't gonna be hard. It ain't gonna be long. It's gonna fall apart.
Now, here's the thing: before you shove it in there, before you shove it in there, do you lube it up, or do you like use some is it natural lubricant like water or something? Like you get it wet?
It depends. I've heard in some cases there's natural lubricants, but I figure
I've heard that's a myth. Actually.
A little.
Sometimes you put a little lard in there so that it's like you get the meat on the meat, and it's a double meat sandwich.
Yeah, but I think what do they call that? Like,
is this my introduction to Ellie? I hear she's very nice, and she's gonna.
We love Ellie. Ellie's fantastic.
We love Ellie. Ellie's amazing.
I cannot wait for Ellie to be on.
I'm not broadcasting with him tomorrow. Are you kidding me?
Well, no.
This is a cool plug. Do you want to plug Ellie right now, Fred? Oh, you're in the wrong. I'm looking at you on my camera, like I'm pointing down at you. I should be pointing, I think, that way. I don't know how all this works. Fingers up, down, left, right.
So for those of you who are unaware, we are launching Banner and Backbone tomorrow with a 24 with us three gentlemen who will be hosting. To be one of us. Sometimes all, sometimes two, sometimes one. 24 hours of a live on Substack on the Banner and Backbone launch. And we are doing this to bring awareness because the most important thing that we want is the Epstein files released. And Ellie Leonard has been on the case. It's like
not even only on the case. Ellie Leonard is an investigative journalist who is deep into this case, and she knows what the fuck she's talking about. And we're going to let her have a platform for anybody who's in our audience, anybody who follows us, who joins, because we're going to be there for a while. Ellie's got time, and we're giving her a spot to just let the people know the truth about what's going on with the Epstein files. And we're going to ask her questions. Hopefully, while we're doing it, we're going to get some folks to come on with us that are accidental. But we've also got folks lined up, like Tim Fullerton is going to be coming on right after Ellie Leonard, and with her, because we're going to let Tim on in, and we're going to drop one of us, and we're going to get Tim on in with Ellie because he hasn't gotten the chance to meet her yet that I know of. And that's the whole point of this, is to give people access and get introductions and let the network grow and let people grow and be civically minded while we do it. And what's our biggest civil action we can do right now? Demand the fucking Epstein files.
Well, and that's because Ellie is a nosy B word, a nosy balderdasher. She doesn't put up with much balderdash. So that's what she's
a journalist.
Right? She's a journalist.
She breaks through.
She does.
Here's the thing. I think muckraker strikes me as olden terms for somebody who is digging into something that isn't necessarily true. This is true.
No. A muckraker refers to journalists, writers, and photographers of the progressive era, the 1890s to 1920s, who investigated and exposed corruption and social problems, often through sensationalist publications.
Okay.
Yes, sensationalist was the word.
I'm thinking,
where are the sensationalists? Ellie is the publication.
Right.
I don't know. Ellie's pretty sensational. If you've been on there, and listen to her talk, like, I mean, she's committed, like, breaking and entering, her, like,
Ooh,
she's fall,
the
like,
good
she's
and the goodness of muckraker, which is why it's a cool term. It was initially used critically by President Theodore Roosevelt. Became associated with investigative journalists and watchdog journalism. This Ellie
balderdash.
is a muckraker. She's breaking through.
All right. I
She's
stand corrected.
balderdash.
She's putting up with no balderdash.
She will not accept that the
The
eagle
boulder.
jizz that these fuckers are throwing out there,
Fucking eagle
and
jizz.
she doesn't like it.
I every time I do it now, it's like I
Eagle
like
jizz.
the John Ashcroft, like when he was singing, plays in my head. It's like, let the eagle jizz, let it flow all over your face.
Frederick and Nick,
Yep.
someone may have created and ordered for you two gentlemen
Ho, ho,
an Eagle
ho.
Jizz coffee mug,
Ho,
which
ho,
will be
ho.
arriving at your doorstep sometime within the next week.
Yes.
When you drink your coffee, put in a small little dash of eagle jizz.
Jizz.
It just lubes your coffee up. It's like
Right.
it's the new butter.
It's creamy.
Right.
It's creamy and white,
man.
just like they are.
It goes down fascistic.
Oh, it's fascistic.
Now
It
with even
sticks
more
in your throat as
authoritarian.
it goes down too. Hold on. Before we go any further, because we're on this tangent, and I haven't done a recording of this one, it's gonna be interesting because I don't like singing in front of people, so I'm gonna imagine nobody is here. But I went to school and I sang and I had voice lessons a long time ago. I've done some not as good things for my throat with smoking over the
Nice.
years, so I may not be as good as I used to be. But I did write a song this week about a certain individual from Kentucky who's a bigot, who
That does
has
not narrow it down.
Right.
I'll wait. She's a white woman. She used to work as a county clerk, and she
Oh!
refused to sign marriage license for gay people.
Yes. Kim Davis.
That lady. So I wrote her a song. Well, in fact,
I want to. Here's the thing. I understand why she didn't do it, because she's great at marriage. She's been married 4 times.
Doesn't that mean she's bad at it?
Right at this
No.
point,
I mean, she's gone through the steps 4 times. She wanted to make sure she got it right. It's like, no, it wasn't perfect.
Or
We
4
gotta go to the next
people
one.
have used her to get it right, and she's just the wrong one, because she may be the problem. Like, she got to look at herself and go, "Am I the
I
problem?"
prefer to believe that she is innocent and that perhaps she has just been taken advantage of by these cruel, cruel men.
Oh,
Oof.
so I wrote her a song.
I killed it. I killed the vibe right there.
I wrote her a song though.
Well, let's hear the song.
Okay, so y'all may recognize the meter and the sound of it. It is a favorite of Christmas time of our Christian friends who believe there is a war on Christmas. So I'm going to say Christmas as much as I can for a second, because there's no fucking war on Christmas. And in fact, I'm going to bring Christmas to summertime with "Oh Big O Tree."
Oh, there we go.
I don't even know if I want to sing this.
Oh, look, you're flushing.
I am, dude. I am so I never sing in front of people.
You gotta go with it, man. You just gotta go.
You know what lubricates the throat real good is some eagle jizz.
Hold on.
You just gotta.
Let me get my coffee mug
Right
with a sip of eagle jizz.
Do you need some doo-wop? Bow, bow, bow.
Ooh.
Bow, bow, bada, bow. Bow, bow,
I probably
bada,
could
bow.
get my piano and just like hit buttons, but oh big O tree, so hateful are your branches. Oh big O tree, so hateful are your branches. Not only mean in summertime, but also when they go at mine. Oh big O tree. Wow, that got off key real quick.
No, we're fine. Keep going. We gotta go.
Oh, big old
Big old
tree,
tree.
so hateful are your branches. Oh, big old
Big old tree. Oh, big old tree.
you hurt my friends for pleasure. Oh, big
Big old tree.
oh,
Oh,
big
big old tree.
you hurt my friends for pleasure. Your hate-filled spite is always near to rip apart a love they fear. Oh,
Big old tree. Oh, big old tree.
you hurt my friends for pleasure. I'll stop there because
I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
Everyone,
that was bad.
fuck big balls.
No, it was great.
There's some big
It
old
was
balls
wonderful.
on this man.
It was
to sit
wonderful.
on camera like that.
It was wonderful.
I'm gonna actually record that one. I'm gonna practice that one because I do want to get that recorded. There is another verse, but I don't want to take up all the time.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was good. I liked it.
Put it to a techno beat. We could get that out in the clubs in a heartbeat.
Ooh, yeah. We need someone who's more confident singing because the problem is I'll sing at home, like I'll sing loud as fuck while I'm out in the yard and everybody hears me, but I don't realize it because I got my headphones on and I'm like not talking to people.
Right.
Just do it badly. It's like it doesn't matter.
Just do it.
Just reach out to Sia. She might be available to do the techno cover of it.
Hey, we get big enough and we might be able to do it.
Yeah.
That's you know what? That's exactly. I have told that to at least 4 women. I would have 4 niggas.
I feel like Lawrence has said that, but he's always gotten his nickels.
Yeah, he always, I mean, the nickels are uncountable at that point. It's like
Papa Bear knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
he does.
Papa Bear. Yeah, I usually get what I want.
I know what I'm doing, but I usually refer back to the manual to make sure it's correct. Because there's several steps that you have to follow. So
Wait,
I always refer
are
back.
we back to cooking?
Yeah.
Yes, we are cooking with gas.
I'm gay. Let me tell you, I was born with the native inclination to work with the easier set of instructions. So the instruction manual for dudes is like it's a pamphlet, like it's a 1-pager. Like
right.
I don't even think it's that.
Yeah, there's just not much to master.
It's a paragraph.
Right. It's do these things, generally do this kind of stuff, and they'll go for it. And it's true.
Right. I mean, listen, we're it's a calling. We're called to do the good work.
And God bless you.
And that's what we're here to do.
Wait, what is the French mother sauces? Hold on. I need to know before we get too far.
It's bechamel, and it's the sauces that make all
they meant real Rachel, you mean real French mother sauces. Oh, yeah,
like a roux and
Yeah, okay.
I got confused too.
Yeah,
no, I got confused too. I thought it was a Canadian woman I met in Ontario named Babette, but that's another thing. Different French mother sauce.
Yeah. Did she cover you in that mother sauce?
Oh, yes.
Or did you cover her in that mother sauce?
What are the chances?
Because you can't be a mother without the
No. That was me doing my patriotic duty of delivering eagle jizz across the border. So,
Okay. Well done. Have you when was the last time you got a call on the Eagle Jizz hotline?
I got a call just the other day from Greg Abbott. And Ken Paxton, he was in the background breathing rather heavily. But they were upset that the Democrats are not acting like Democrats typically do. And I didn't know what to tell him. I said, well, Ken, or I said, Greg, Governor Hot Wheels, Governor HW.
If you will.
Damn.
If you will.
Well, that's not me. That's Jasmine Crockett, when she later apologized for it. And I'm like, Jasmine,
I don't think you should apologize.
You don't have to apologize for gold. You don't have to apologize for gold.
Yeah, I started to be honest, before you go too much further, before we go any further from Jasmine Crockett. I write poetry a lot because this woman sits out there and fucking goes through and does alliteration and has some cool ass things that she says on purpose to show you that words mean things.
Bad built butch body.
Body, yeah. Bleach blonde, bad build,
Bleach
butch body.
blonde.
I mean, come
bleach
on.
blonde. Six.
Yeah.
Bleach blonde, bad built butch body.
Yeah. She
Beautiful.
went all out.
Beautiful.
Like, that's poetry.
Beautiful. You know. But yeah, so yeah, now Governor Abbott called me and he was rather upset that, like the Democratic governors are not rolling over and going, well, we gotta play by the rules and we gotta just take this on the chin and hope people well, and they're not doing that.
Governor
And
Abbott should be used to being rolled over.
well, I told him you're the governor of the third, like one of the biggest states in the United States. Why don't you act like it?
All right.
He's used to being rolled over, man, all the time. Like, that's what he does. Governor Hot Wheels getting rolled
What
around
do you
and
guys
pushed off the.
think of Gavin? What do you think of Newsom's speech yesterday?
I didn't actually listen to it.
I liked it.
I seen clips of it though.
I have problems with Gavin Newsom.
We all do.
But I mean, that's
We
any
all do.
politician at that level. Like, you're never going to get away from that. But it's like, damn it, I want someone in there who's going to throw some punches.
Right.
Like, I want someone in there who's going to fight, and because that's what it's going to take. That's what it's going to take. If so, I'm like, if it's Newsom, let's go. Like,
not only that, I want someone in there who's going to take all the privilege they fucking have and use every last ounce of it. And Gavin Newsom is doing that.
Right.
He's using the fact that he is a white man who looks what would be considered very handsome. And especially in Trump's eyes.
Oh yeah, he's a politician from Central Casting.
Exactly. Get the words out of my mouth, Frederick.
Yeah, because if you notice, Trump doesn't ever attack Newsom on his looks. That's the one thing he doesn't attack Newsom on, but he does on so many other people. It's because Newsom is what Trump wants to be.
Exactly.
It's like Hegseth is what Trump wants to be. Newsom is what Trump wants to be. It's not what they say and what they do. It's how they look.
Yeah.
Newsom is handsome. He had his son's wife first, and then she turned into whatever MAGA trash she is now.
Right.
But anyway, I digress.
God, she looked normal back then too, man.
She did look
pretty
normal.
awesome.
But what about the strategy? So what he did yesterday was he basically came out and said, we're proposing these maps, but it's going to go to a ballot referendum, but only if Texas and the other Republican states pull the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's some pretty fucking good strategy. Like, that is,
I think that's
a strategy that Democrats are not usually capable of crafting.
Well, and here's the thing with that, right? Because the Supreme Court, and this is where he's boxing, where Texas may get screwed, and then California's might still be in if that happens, because the Supreme Court has said that, well, we're just going to, like, with gerrymandering and everything else, we're not going to decide anything. It's up to the states, because it's in the Constitution that the states administer their own election. Now, there's certain things they kind of put, if it's blatantly like racist, sometimes, like Louisiana's kind of, they're like, well, Louisiana, we'll let them do what they want. And this is basically what this is in Texas. It's like absolutely racist. But the curious thing is, if, like with this in California, if it goes, because it was done in a democratic way, it might survive the Supreme Court, or at least expose the bias of it. So this is absolutely a smart move, because Newsom's not going to the state legislature and saying, and he's laying out the blueprint for these other states, right?
Yep.
He's not going to the legislature saying, do what I want. Hold a special legislature, do what I want. No, he's saying, we're going to put it to the people. We're going to put it to the people and see what now, there's ways they can put their thumb on the scale for that. But California already has ranked choice. California's already got a lot of these progressive democratic measures. So, and everybody knows especially by November, what they're doing. And this is something that could catch on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And with Trump, I don't know if he's going to back off, because he's in a rock and a hard place, because the way Trump acts, if he backs down, that's weakness, and it's just going to be press on the gas, right? Yeah. If he keeps going, he essentially screws himself because their mind is all they got to get to is 2026.
Right.
And
Yep.
then they basically install him as dictator for life.
Yeah.
Right. That's it. So I think Newsom may have just outmaneuvered him. And I honestly think it's just as simple as that joke phone call with Greg Abbott I did. They didn't think the Democrats would do anything.
Yeah. No,
It was
they
that
didn't.
simple. They thought, well, we're just going to do
They
this.
called their bluff.
And the Democrats are going to go, oh, they're going to Chuck Schumer it and go, oh, golly, oh, gee, well,
Yes.
we can't break the rules even though you do. Mm.
Which
And
is funny.
And the Democratic governor said, screw that. No.
Right. Yeah.
Well, it's
You
funny
know.
because you say break the rules is Newsom's not breaking the rules. He's putting in a trigger law and he's doing it legally and lawfully,
Right.
and he's following the Constitution and he's following the laws of California, but he's outmaneuvering them using their own tactics.
Yep.
And that's the part that they don't understand, is they don't understand when their own tactics come back at them.
Because we never used them.
Right.
Yeah, we
never
never use them because they're not used. Yes,
They're so used to us showing up unarmed to a gunfight that when we show up with an actual gun, they're like, well, that's not fair.
Yeah, that's what Rick Wilson said it. It's like, he's like, Democrats actually showed up to a gunfight with a gun this time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And now the Republicans are like, oh, God, they're getting ready to shoot back.
Right.
What do we do? It's like,
right.
You know,
concealed carry permit.
Yeah.
It's like, this isn't fair. We're the only ones who are supposed to have guns. We're the only ones who are supposed to flout constitutional laws. We're the only ones who are supposed to fight dirty. It's like,
too bad.
Yeah.
But the difference is we're fighting for the people. We're not fighting for some billionaire class. We're not fighting to have an authoritarian police state because some demented old man doesn't want to have, his pedophilia exposed. Shout out to Ellie Leonard.
And this is another, so it drives me crazy, right? Because I lived 30 years in Seattle and Washington State, right? And this is a situation where Democrats have been doing the right thing for so long that we've kind of hamstrung ourselves in a number of places. Washington State literally can't redistrict off cycle because Washington State has an independent congressional redistricting commission, right? Like, it is impossible right now for Washington State to alter their maps. It would require 2/3 majority of the state house and the state senate. Can't happen. And there are other states like Michigan that have independent commissions that, it's also more difficult. And it's because we've been doing the good government thing for so long that we tried to get, the independent redistricting commissions in all states. Only the Republican states didn't do it, right?
Yeah.
We tried to do the thing where we go around the electoral college by getting all of the states to sign a compact that if you get to 270 electoral votes, you get the states. Republicans aren't doing it. Like, we're hamstrung at every turn because we try to do the good governance thing and they don't. And then they fucking twist the rules and screw us.
Yep.
And the thing is,
Every
we're
time.
not, and it's what they're doing. Tim Fullerton actually talked about it. They and the Find Out podcast guys talked about this. It's not gerrymandering what California is doing. It's trigger laws. And it's what they need to be doing in states that do have independent redistricting, because that means they might not have to change their constitutions. Like, if you can get the people to say, sure, we'll accept having a trigger law in case the other states decide to become gerrymandered, our way to prevent them, our active guardrail measure that actively comes into play without us having to go, oop, we need to start this or vote on starting it. No, when Republicans and like Texas start doing what they do, trigger laws get enacted and say, so what that means, it's a self-enacting law, which means there is an independent council or an independent group that is separate from, it's your independent districting group. But what it means is when states like Texas decide to do unconstitutional, or in this case, anti-constitutional, because they're doing it purposely to destroy the constitutional order.
Right.
Unconstitutional means they still want the order of constitution. They just are doing it illegally. Anti, completely against. What they are doing is cheating. trigger laws come into effect means that independent council then automatically starts redistricting the state with a map that is as gerrymandered in the other direction, or as cheating. And that's a fail-safe that they don't get to choose what that map looks like as a council. They just have to go approved because it comes into play, and then a new election happens like that. And it's not
and
we
the
wait around and sit for the next election. It is map is redrawn, new election, everybody's out. And they
and
do it
the, and the
immediately.
and it's
That is a
also
trigger law.
and it's also smart because in order for the Supreme Court to toss out what California is doing and say it's unconstitutional, because that's really all the Supreme Court does is supposed to do, is rule on the
Yeah.
constitutionality of a
Right.
question.
Right.
Then because it was triggered by Texas, you then have to rule on the constitutionality of Texas.
Yep.
So it's a way to put that in. And kind of how we got here, like so a quick history lesson on it. So the Voting Rights Act of 1965, the thing that basically dismantled, which was along with the Civil Rights Act, which started to dismantle Jim Crow in the South. Because one of the, if you've ever read books like Black Like Me or anything like that, and it talks about like where they would give Black people who could vote, they'd give them like a citizenship test in Chinese, right? And so it looked like it was designed to, keep Black people from voting. Like, and the famous phrase was like, like, hey, what does this say? It's like, this Black man's not voting today. That's what it says. That would be the response. And so it got rid of that, and it put in all these statutes for those states, which was the old Confederacy. There's about 11 of them, and said you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this. And for a long time, it kept things sort of equal. There was still voter suppression in shittier ways, where it's like you saw that in Wisconsin, like in Milwaukee, or you see it in like the big thing is Harris County, which is Houston in Texas. A county, the most populous county in Texas with like 4 million people, has one mail-in ballot drop-off, one,
Right.
in the entire county of 4 million people. Whereas like these podunk freaking, in West Texas, these counties that have very few people have multiple, right? So that's how they voted suppress. So when Scalia came and they repealed that, what Scalia's argument was, well, you don't do it nationwide. You're only punishing these states, and racism is no longer a factor.
Right.
So that's how it got tossed out. And then after that, there was a slew of voter suppression laws that happened nationwide. That's why Wisconsin is so bad right now, because, under Scott Walker, when the Republicans got back in, thanks to the Koch brothers' money, they basically neutered the Democratic government. So even though like you have Democrats winning the state sometimes by 10 points, they don't even have a majority in the state house, right? So part of Scalia's response is absolutely true, which is like, well, if you think this is right, you should make this nationwide. Yes, we should.
We should.
Yes.
We should, and that's kind of what I'm hoping comes from this fight. And I think that's what the Democrats are secretly hoping, is that it will basically say that it will force the Supreme Court to go, enough. All right.
Yep.
We're enough. And then the next Congress or they'll pass something that where we can eventually, because that's all in something that we should have passed under Biden, which is the John Lewis Voting Rights Act.
Yes.
And we didn't do it because of Kristen Sinema and Manchin,
Right.
but we should have pushed it through.
Yeah.
Right.
The push to get us to a place where it is national law that congressional districts need to be compact, contiguous, conform to regular geographic bound. Like, we need to do
and
something like that, because gerrymandering has been with the country so long. It is named after Elbridge Gerry, one of the signers of the Constitution, because he created a district back in the 1780s or 1790s.
1812.
Okay, 1812. Thank you. That looked like a salamander. And so they started calling it a gerrymander.
No,
And
he
that's
called it
where
that.
the word comes from.
He called it that. He was proud of it.
He was proud
A
of it.
newspaper editor said, that looks like a salamander. He said, no, it's a gerrymander.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah. They're proud of this shit because it's cheating and they want to win and they don't care.
Right.
And it goes against all the teachings and all the ideals of
That's why,
Constitution.
honestly, I want the ERA to get brought back.
Yeah.
And because there's ways you can get that brought back up. It only needs 2 more states to ratify it. I think Virginia is either close or was going to.
Yeah.
I want the ERA to go forward, not just for women, but then you can pivot off that by giving us a voting rights amendment.
Yeah.
Because we don't have one.
Right.
And we
need
do.
one.
We
Because let's be real, what the Texas map right now is gerrymandered, right?
Yeah.
Like massively gerrymandered. The new map that they want is beyond gerrymandering. Nick, I love your anti-constitutional word. We need to start saying that all the time.
Yes.
The map that they're trying to do in Texas is literally anti-constitutional, against the United States Constitution, trying to kill it.
There's no blue districts. None.
That's what they want. Yeah, like it's once they go through with this, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, all of the deep red states that have made districts for Black opportunity districts or Hispanic opportunity districts because they were required to by law, not gonna have to do that here soon. And they're gonna gerrymander even more. At this point, it's not gerrymandering, it's seating. And
It's straight up authoritarianism.
If we want to go back to our constitutional times, and we want to go back to 1775, because Hakeem Jeffries said one thing that I agree with at this point, because he's a coward who has not endorsed Mamdani, and he should. And I think every Democrat should in New York is endorse Mamdani because he's a populist candidate. But what he said was, this is our 1775 to ramp up for 1776. Well, the thing is, we haven't had a Tea Party moment. We are living in taxation without representation. We are living through the rise of a tyrannical leader and a tyrannical government, much the same as King George was. We are arriving at our Tea Party moment. Right. Joe Walsh says it really well because he's a constitutionalist too, is the Democrats need a Tea Party moment.
Right. And not the fake Tea Party moment that happened after the 2008 financial crisis that was paid for by the Koch brothers. Like, that Tea Party movement was...
Joe Walsh helped start that. Joe Walsh helped start the Tea Party. Remember, Joe Walsh helped start the Tea Party, but he did it from his view. He thought he was doing the right thing. And the way that he still views it is exactly what we need, because he hasn't changed his belief that it has to be on the Constitution. Yes, it's anti-establishment, but we fucking need anti-establishment right now because the establishment are pedophiles. The establishment are trafficking children. The establishment are hiding the Epstein files and criminals and fraudsters. And our president is an adjudicated rapist and fraudster and felon.
We need a guaranteed right to. We need a guaranteed right to vote.
We need a right to vote because that right shall not be infringed. It is in our Constitution that the right to vote shall not be infringed. And that right is supposed to fall on the states, though. But guess what? We live in a federalized society, and guess what that federalist society gets to do is the federal government gets to say enough is enough.
We already have
and states.
The 1965 Voting Rights Act.
That's what the Voting Rights Act was. That's what the John Lewis Voting Rights Act was. And we didn't pass it because cowards. So we need to stop electing cowards. If you're in a Democratic area, go vote those fucking people out.
We need a guaranteed right to vote. And what that means is that the states are mandated by the federal government to set up an apparatus for every single eligible person to vote.
Automatically registered, just like California and Pennsylvania do.
Yep.
Everybody should be able to. Here's my thing. Here's my view on voting.
Colorado has mail-in balloting and same-day drop off, same-day registration.
Here's the thing with voting is you should be able to vote no matter who you are, as long as you have provided some sort of identification to show that you have a name and a face. It doesn't have to be They have to match. Your face has to match your name in some way. I get there's going to be an identification, but it's not on me to validate that identification. The right to vote shall not be infringed, which means a voting right amendment would mean everybody gets to go vote. Everybody. Everybody who is over 18 gets
Right.
to go vote. It is then on the government to prove that I am not a citizen. It
And
is
there's a
on them to
parallelism here,
prove it,
right?
and it has to be as hard as
Mhm.
fuck to prove that I'm not a citizen.
What'd you
Right.
say?
And there's parallelism because the Second Amendment says the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed, right? And
But it starts with a well-regulated militia.
no, it absolutely does. I'm just saying a voting rights amendment that riffs off of the Constitution saying that the right to vote shall not be infringed. There's a parallelism there, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Encoding and enshrining a right articulated in the Constitution as an amendment would just be what we already do for guns. If we
yeah,
can do
why
it for
not?
guns, why can't we do it for votes?
Yeah, why not?
Why not? I would like to see people from the NRA defend voting rights as vehemently as they do gun rights.
Well, that'd be
Yeah.
nice, wouldn't it?
Oh, that would be lovely.
But see,
Imagine,
that's
imagine the day.
But then, see, that's the problem, though, is where do most of the black folks live in the United States? They live in the South. And if you didn't spend all this time oppressing them and suppressing their votes, and you didn't, with lack of polling places, lack of voting machines, lack of all this other stuff, right? You wouldn't have a Republican Party.
Nope.
It'd be gone.
Yeah,
You
they
wouldn't have these
rely
red
on it.
states. You wouldn't have these red states. They would be gone.
Yeah.
You would not have MAGA. MAGA wouldn't freaking exist. You might have a few holdouts here and there and these hollers and red districts, but that's it. You would not, that party, you would basically have a center party, which would be the Democrats, and then a center left party of progressives.
Oh, for sure.
That's
Yeah.
what you'd have in this country at this point.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have, we would actually be having debates on real issues, and there wouldn't be this, well, we should give billionaires permanent tax cuts, even though it's going to create $4 trillion in deficit over the next 10 years. We didn't have that.
Exactly.
And so we are like, they've spent all this money and all this time to convince us that it's really this, it's like, oh, well, it's not a liberal country. It's a conservative. No, it is not. It's not. We're being suppressed. We're being oppressed. That's why you have to fight for everybody's rights. Everybody's,
Mhm.
women, gays, ethnic minorities. It doesn't freaking matter
Right.
because
No,
we're all
it
in this
doesn't.
together.
Fred Wellman said it really, really well and it's why I think the Democrats did the right thing in the end on Kilmar Abrego Garcia. And I think we have not gone far enough, though, because
Yes.
there are still people who are there who should not be in CCOT or who are still being sent out of this country to Sudan, to Honduras. There was an American citizen, a child who had leukemia, who was sent to Honduras to die.
Can I
An
just
American
say
citizen.
something? So, Rada in the comments, friend, are you new here? We know how to talk to each other. If we're being vehement in our points, it's simply
It's just
because
passion. It's passion.
we are all
That's all it
passionate
is,
about
baby.
what we're talking about. If you
We
think we're
got to
shouting,
remember
turn
we
down
got to
the
remember our
volume on your
viewers,
phone,
though, man.
friend. That's
We
all.
Yeah.
we got to remember our viewers, man. It probably sounds like a whole bunch of so we apologize, but
We apologize if
we're
we're loud. We're passionate.
we're
Right.
passionate about it. We don't, So, but
and welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
Welcome to the
Welcome,
Wizards
Rada.
Council, where we talk loudly. I mean, honey, you would love Thanksgiving dinner at my family. We all agree on politics, and we still find reasons to shout at each other at the top of our
Yeah, it ain't about the loudness. It's like we ain't mad at each other. We're
For
throwing
real. There's nothing
emotions
but
for
love going on here.
we're throwing
but
emotions for other people.
they might not be able to hear us, man. It's like,
Yeah.
are they saying something important? It's like, maybe a fourth of the time I am, like,
Maybe sometimes.
yeah, not all the damn
Every
time.
once
I
in a while,
mean,
Fred.
not all the
No, but
time. Oh God, no.
But
You know,
the whole right, though, that idea that we're talking about is the right to, it's not a right. It would be a permanent amendment to vote. We would amend the Constitution to vote, have the equal access to voting, and like truly put it in the Constitution. And we should. Everybody should have full equal access to voting without any infringement, And that means without gerrymandering, because that is an infringement upon
Right.
your right to have proper representation from your government. You are not being represented properly, and it's taxation without representation. It is theft. It is one of the main reasons we broke away from England in 1776 and declared our independence.
Nick,
you
and
can't
is that
form
the
me as a citizen with all this eagle jizz and not expect me to come out the gate and want democracy and equality and
Demand
equity for
democracy.
everybody. I want democracy. I want it.
You cannot bring me up on the Pledge of Allegiance
No.
and the Golden Rule and expect me not to find democracy the right answer. Because guess
correct?
what? That's what
You
they
raised
fucking
me on
are.
Jesus that said, what you do for the least of me, you do for me. You
Yeah.
can't expect me to. It's like, listen, like, you can't raise me on that and say, well, some of these people don't deserve this and some of these people don't deserve that. Well, you deserve to kiss my ass because I ain't going along with it.
No.
My
I got
southern just came out then. I'm sorry. I apologize.
If Rada
That
didn't
was
like
good.
shouting, she wasn't gonna like that.
I didn't mean to do it to her, man. Man, it infuriates me, dude. And I'm getting pumped up for tomorrow for our 24-hour live because
24 hours.
24 hours. Banner and Backbone.
Banner and Backbone launching tomorrow.
It's going to be 4-hour segments of 24 hours of Nick, Fred, and Lawrence going off on the Epstein case,
right,
with incredible voices like Ellie Leonard, Melissa Corrigan, Tim Fullerton, Shane Urich is going to be on with us. Jacob Summers will
And
probably
you.
show up.
Whoever
And
you are,
you.
if you want to be on our show tomorrow, just tune in. There may come time periods during the middle of the night where we pull people in from the audience.
Right. It's like,
Yeah.
you want to get on and get crazy? Oh, don't do it, baby.
Right.
But the one rule is you come on, you turn your camera on. And you better we be wearing clothes. This
Right.
ain't no fucking OnlyFans page. This is a
hang on now.
Frederick is learning he has to wear clothes.
Hang on now. Wait a minute. We didn't
I can't be
discuss
naked.
this in committee. We didn't discuss this in committee, but I don't want
Fred,
to.
you weren't at the last committee meeting.
Listen, man, I don't want to step all over women's right to free expression. It's for the artistic now. It's for the artistic.
Right. Yeah, Jacob took off his shirt in the last show. Fair's fair.
Exactly. And I'm just saying.
Well, that man looked good. Jacob,
listen,
you gotta
man,
admit, Jacob is fucking Captain America over there.
Well, listen, man. All shirtless ladies look good, baby. Come on now. It's the expression of the feminine form. It's Venus and Aphrodite. Brought back to earth, baby.
I didn't see you on Dirty Talk today, and
I wasn't invited.
Well,
he wanted to talk dirty with y'all.
Fusen was wearing her pasties and her see-through sheer top.
She looked good. That outfit looked good on her today.
Yeah.
Damn you,
responsibility. Dude, Fusen's outfit was on point today.
On point.
Yo,
fucking on point.
Fusen like scares the hell out of me, bro. Because like that woman is just like, she is Venus come to life. It's just like, you look at her, you're like, damn. Damn. How the hell does Amsterdam keep itself together when she's in town? I'll never know. I won't. I mean, she's just so damn gorgeous, man. You're just like, my goodness. Like, I can't do it. Even now, I'd get around her and I'd just be like, hello, ma'am. My name is Frederick, and you are a good writer. You are a good writer.
Fred, you're so cute that you think your voice would be that low. You would be a teenage. Hi, Fusen. It's me, Frederick.
Can you help me?
I don't know what's wrong with my voice.
Oh my God, you're so pretty. You're just so pretty, Wuxin.
Wow, you're so
Oh,
Can I tell you how pretty you are?
my
He'll go
goodness.
in. He'll go into the
She has
Trump
a.
voice.
It's like, do my Trump voice. I don't like that. I don't like Ellie Leonard. She's a nosy B word. All she does is spread lies. They're all lies. Even though they're documented by journalists, I'm going to sue her. Right, Melania?
No need for yelling and talking over each other. Everyone can do a Trump impersonation.
And you don't have to yell about it.
You don't have to yell
It's
about how
all
good your Trump
okay.
impersonation.
I understand what's going on. But yeah, that Ellie Leonard, she's all, muckraking and finding stories about me in the
They're
tunnels
not true. If there
underneath.
is a
And she's
list, it isn't real. If there's a list, I'm not on it. If I am on it, it's not true.
I had to get 1,000 FBI agents to make sure that I was removed 100,000 times so there's no misunderstandings. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
If a million monkeys typed at a million typewriters over a million years, I might be. I'm not on the list. That's not true.
Here's the thing.
I might not have tapes from Russia where I took showers in my favorite color. I don't know if you know this, but I like gold. It's so beautiful, so pretty, and it just feels so good when it's just running down my face, and it
Bro,
holds my hair in place with that eagle jizz.
Here's the thing. I want to say this, like, Obama being our guy is such a savage. That man destroyed him just by going like, well, Donald is so with his crowd size.
Mm-hmm. And now it's just a thing. All he had to do was
and he just obliterated him.
Right.
That was the
sadly,
president of the United States. That man's a president, and he just went.
Bro, he's the president of shit talking, is what it is.
Yeah.
Like,
his wife was even better.
It triggered Donald to run for president just so that he could, rebut and look what that got us.
Yes. Yeah, that's it. That's the only reason.
No. We're not gonna blame Barack on this one.
I'm not blaming Barack.
No, we can't.
No.
We can't blame. We can't blame Barack, man.
I blame Barack because his long form birth certificate, it wasn't long enough. It wasn't a CVS receipt that I asked for in 1922 when Hitler came over and said, Fred Trump, you're a fucking asshole. We don't even want you in Germany. So go to the US and go become, instead of Trump, be Trump and open a brothel or two and, maybe have a baby and name him Fred. No, Fred. Fred Trump and he's part of the KKK. So we got to remember that.
Yep. If only there was someone out there who was documenting all this stuff,
in real time.
In real time. And saying, hey, this is everything on, Jeffrey Epstein and potentially Trump's connection and Howard Lutnick, who we need someone like that. We need
people like that.
Yeah. We need somebody who's on Substack, like an Ellie Leonard. Do we have an Ellie Leonard? Like, is there an Ellie Leonard around? Maybe not.
Is there an Ellie Leonard still in the chat? If you are.
Maybe not.
I haven't seen
maybe
her.
not.
So maybe not. But that's
maybe
okay.
Not.
People can.
But it's okay because on
but
top of that, I'm going to
seriously,
drop a link for y'all, and we're going to drop this in the live tomorrow. Anyways, I'm going to drop a link for y'all for Ellie. Is go buy Ellie some coffee, and help. She's got Venmo. Go buy Ellie some coffee.
Yeah, go buy Ellie coffee. And also tune in for our 24-hour raucous launch of Banner and Backbone, which is all about exactly what we're talking about: voting rights, civil rights, what that means moving forward. Because once we kick Trump's ass out of here, it doesn't stop. Does not stop.
Because there's more behind them.
Well, MJOT, I got something for you if you're talking about Olga Lutman. We have got some guests lined up. I have Julie Roginski said she's going to drop in.
Nice.
So we got Julie Roginski, who does a Substack with Olga about the Russia connection to Trump. I've got Larissa Reinhardt's going to pop in, and she does women over politics, all about women getting involved. I've also got my good friend Bob Seska of the Bob Seska Show. He is going to pop in, and fingers crossed, like I've got the man who inspired this, the great Cliff Schechter, might be showing up for Blue Ant Media. We're gonna try to rope in everybody.
Yeah,
Like
we're gonna
try to get
try
like
while
all
we're
of Substack
while
is a
we've
turn.
got people, yeah, like while we've got our friends on live, like we're gonna try and get Tim Fullerton to rope in
Yep.
some of his brothers from the Find Out Pod if they want to show up. Like we are welcome for anyone. We've reached out to our friends, we've reached out to people who may respond, who may drop into, but we're excited because we have big friends in this crowd, just like all of you. Like you guys may be individual people, but imagine like I don't always listen to Michael Cohen because I think he's got something to hide right now.
Yeah.
I do support him. I do support him. I do think he has something to hide right now. I don't know if he has any, I don't believe he has any involvement. He has been very honest, at least very lawyerly about it. But he did say something, he does say something right about his shows, and it seems to be working. Bring a friend. Like next time you come to one of our shows, just be like, hey, hop on your phone, XYZ, just grab a friend because you double our audience. And guess what? We go from 145 to 300. And that's a huge number. And then these big folks all want to come in more too because we're going to be talking with some incredible folks. Like we said, it's going to be 24 hours of banner and backbone.
And
Yeah.
have we?
That's what I
That's
used
the
to tell
thing.
women when I would date them for the first time. I'd say, next time, bring a friend,
Yeah.
preferably a female friend, and then we can have fun together. You know?
I mean, hey, that's why I go to the bathhouse. You don't even got to say bring a friend. He's already there.
He's already there with you.
He's already
And
there with them.
you ain't even got to take your clothes off. They're already off.
Because you ain't wearing any. Gay
I
bathhouses,
do.
everyone.
You disrobe that robe.
I do. You know,
Have we said the thing yet? Have we said the thing yet about, we're gonna have a huge discount on our subscription.
Oh,
Our
no, we
subscription
haven't.
isn't going to us.
No.
It is
So we
Great.
are definitely trying to fundraise. We haven't yet decided on the charity, but part of the Substack thing is basically you get your little check mark and you get more visibility by the amount of paid subscribers you get. So what we're going to do, we would love Robert Sawyer's. We would love Matthew Renegade or JoJo from Jurors to pop on.
or
Ogre.
opinionated ogre. Like
Yeah, or Ogre,
everybody.
like
Yeah, Ogre. We don't
everybody.
care. We're like, so the more people we get, the more visibility we get. Because again, we're doing this for 24 hours, and every single paid sub we get is not going to us. It is going to go towards a woman's charity, or maybe the ACLU, or Allison Gill, who is fighting to now has a FOIA request in to expose the briefing
FBI.
the FBI agents got for the Epstein file. So this is all
On
to
how to
help.
redact Trump's name from the Epstein files.
This is all to help expose the Epstein files, because without this and without accountability, we cannot have good moral leaders. You cannot have it. You cannot have ethics without this. So this is very important to us. We want release the damn files, release the Trumpstein files.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not about us. Like, yeah, we're going to be building this network. On top of that, after tomorrow, the network's not going away. Banner and
No.
Backbone won't be going anywhere. In fact, we're just getting started. We're going to
Correct.
be inviting friends on for permanent shows. We're going to be creating different publications underneath where you get different experiences. A lot of it will be civically based and civically minded, but we're going to have shows on there that are fun and that are a little bit relaxing, or our rants. Like we go and have our cooking show from today and talk about meat and other
Let the
things,
eagle
or
jizz.
the Eagle Jizz hotline, or
Yes,
Screw Billionaires. And
because
somebody
I
asked,
have the phone. I have the phone for the Eagle Jizz hotline.
Right.
It is.
Right.
It is. I mean, is this not the
that is
perfect
Eagle
phone
Jizz.
for Eagle Jizz? I mean, look at
That's
this.
Uncle Sam. Like Uncle Sam's ready to fucking call you right there. I'm waiting
You
for
know.
Alexander Graham Bell to be like, ring a ding. I'm here on the other line, my friend. What would you like for us to do now. Shall we revolt again? Yes, fine.
we
Studio
revolting?
taps.
Boom.
One if by land, two if by sea.
Hello?
Two, please. Two, please.
You're thinking about oppressing more women. Yeah, I'm sure that's going to work out in the long run.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't call me.
MJot in the comments. I love your enthusiasm. Washahat Ali, absolutely. Mehdi Hassan, sure.
Yeah, if you can get them,
absolutely.
let them know. Like, we're going to be on for 24 hours. Say,
Yeah, if they want to come on. Fuck yeah.
We'll have
Yeah.
them on. We will have, like, one of us will drop. We'll put them on. We'll tell them what we're doing. Boom. You know, it's like, it is a Jerry Lewis style telethon, live-a-thon for release the damn files. That's all I'm going to say.
Maybe
release the files.
Maybe some point during it, we'll say go to 5calls.org and call a senator or a congressman too while on our live, because wouldn't that be fun to leave them a message on a weekend and have the world to hear us say it? And we will read the script if there is one about the Epstein files. And if not, maybe we'll make a script about the Epstein files.
I mean, we have 24 hours to fill.
We got 24 hours.
We have 24 hours to fill.
Not only that,
Fred might do a cooking show teaching us how to make bachelor chow.
Oh my God, yeah. Dude.
In the middle of the night, please. Yeah, let's do something in the middle of the night to cook, because we're gonna be up. Like, I ain't got, like, we have a schedule for ourselves. We're like professional life.
Right. An actual
over here.
schedule. I mean, it ain't all the way filled out, but we
Hey, shush.
No, listen.
No.
Like, part of this, like anything else, is the first step is just doing it and starting it, and then you go from there. It's the same thing with organizing. It's the same thing with citizen ing. You know, it's the same thing with all that. You just start and do it, right? That's what that's what I used to tell my girlfriend.
And for ease of access and ease of use, ease of entry, one might say, sliding into your DMs, just go to bannerandbackbone.com here soon. You'll see by the end of the day, you may see a coming soon page. Some beauty by the end of the day. Not that I'm giving myself and Lawrence more work to do.
If we do a coming soon page, I want Lawrence to be like, I need this pic.
Right. We could screenshot that the two of us were doing it at the same time. Oh, we're so smooth. We're all
Dude, 24 hours is gonna be fun because we're gonna be like, like at the end of it, or it's gonna be like,
tomorrow morning's gonna be hot garbage.
Yeah, it's just we're gonna be like, Sunday morning, we're like, he's so like Fred's gone. He's just like totally done.
Fred is talking gobbledygook. We have now entered the time of the chanting for crazy biblical reasons at the Headseth Church of Christ and Death, where subjugation is key and women are nothing.
Dude, so here's the thing.
Wow.
At my alma mater, ETSU, there is a History of Appalachia museum, and in that is a whole, whatever they call it, like on snake handling, because that's kind of where I'm from. That's part of where I'm from.
That's culture.
That is part of the culture.
Starting 1 p.m. Eastern time. 1 p.m. Eastern time, because we are ensuring that Lawrence and Dana have the daily whatever for Saturday. And we want to make sure that we don't intrude on their show. So,
because y'all, you've never seen Dana mad. If you've ever seen Dana mad, like, she made it explicitly clear to me that I was not allowed to cut out and not do the daily whatever. Not that I wanted to.
I have not seen Dana mad, and part of me wonders if that actually exists.
Oh, it does.
Like,
it is an extremely rare event, but I am, for all intents and purposes, married to my bestie of 47 years. And, there are certain things that I am not allowed to do. And back out on our own show was not on the table.
Hey, listen, I know you guys are throwing out a lot of names. We're seeing a lot of names. listen, we don't have access to these people. We've asked them. You want to, like, let them know
If you
tomorrow.
know them, yeah, if you
Let
know
them know.
them,
Like, just say, hey, come over here. Like, hey,
tag
you see on the
people. Like,
show.
if
Yeah.
you guys reshare the link that we're gonna, because we'll start putting out links here soon. Tomorrow we'll be putting out links and stuff throughout the day. Is share those links, tag creators that you want to see on the show. If enough people start sharing and resharing and restacking, they'll come on the show because they're like, oh shit. Look at that. These people want me and they're talking about something that we want to talk about. So
Right.
if you tag them, it's not up to it can't just be us, right? It's a community. Let's do it together. Tag them, restack, reshare. I'd love to like share the links and stuff and have 100 reshares and all of them different and restacks, but all of them slightly different, but tagging, say, Dean Blundell. He's come into our lives multiple times and asked to and has indicated he'd want to be on. It's not up to us to get them in. Once they come into the show, yeah, easy. Help us. Help us get them on. Like you guys are our communities. Help us get them on. Like restack, reshare, tell them, tag them. Because once it gets
And the
out,
higher
once
the
word
count,
gets out, the easier.
the higher the count we get, it's all to bring, it's our launch for our publication, but it's release the Epstein files. No more of this DC crap. No more of this obfuscation. No more of this freaking distraction. Release the Epstein files.
Yep.
80% of Americans don't, like Rick Wilson said, 80% of Americans don't agree of whether fried chicken's delicious, but they agree on releasing the Epstein files. So release the Epstein files. Release them.
Right.
So we're gonna do. Someone
Also,
wants.
fried chicken is delicious, for the record.
It is delicious.
Fuck yeah. Fried chicken is on point.
It is. I mean, there are vegans that are
Not
like
air fried chicken, but like regular fried chicken.
No,
We're talking
actual
good
greasy fried chicken. Mm.
Yeah. Like all the
are we gonna
grease,
go
all the
full on?
juices going down your beard. It's like in between your fingers and just.
But have you ever had the cast iron pan fried with the Crisco?
Mm.
Honey, my mama's from the South. How do you
chicken
think
though?
she made it?
Oh, there you go. Okay. Okay.
My favorite though are two thighs around my head with tacos.
Yeah, I'm partial to the drumstick.
Yes.
What about you, Fred?
What do I like?
No, both.
So
all of the above.
Right. I like chicken and dumplings. It's really something that's nice and it's just full of dumpling and gravy. Would you say?
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Oh, are we talking about chicken or are we talking about Walmart's?
No,
I mean, I like both.
I was talking about chicken.
I was talking about chicken. Yeah, I like two thighs and some tacos.
Yeah.
Two thighs and a biscuit.
I like my women. I actually like my women like I like my fried chicken. Spicy and juicy. So.
We're gonna make Morgan like.
I like my men like I like my fried chicken. Just I don't know. I don't got a good one here.
I like my women like I like my bacon, cut thick.
I'm not gonna say any of those because I don't want my wife to listen in and go, "He's dead."
Yeah. Like,
well, your face is maroon. Can we make it even darker? Can we get your face even redder, Morgan?
I could say, Morgan, I like my women like I like my coffee, hot, black, and bitter.
I like mine with a little cream inside.
Nice. Although I do hot. I like it hot caramel and like hot caramel and a little sweet.
I would just like it known for the record that the gays aren't going to participate in this because we respect our sexual partners and never, ever objectify them and treat them as if they were foodstuffs.
Foodstuffs. See, the thing is, I don't treat my wife like foodstuffs. She ain't no snack. She a whole ass meal.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No. Go big or go home, bro. I love
mean,
my
Yeah, I mean,
wife.
I
That's
know.
why I'm married. See, that's why I'm married for 10 years. Is I got a wife who's a whole ass meal, who loves the fuck out of me, who treats me right.
That skip. I had a skip.
I
for you to say.
honestly, your
That was at like
audio
the
just cut out
perfect
at a
time.
really weird moment there, Nick.
I got a phone call. What did I skip at?
No,
I
it was
mean,
like
I'm not
you
sure
was
we
like,
could
I have a
tell you
wife
and
who,
remain alive.
and it was like, it was like, I have a wife who, and I was like, oh, Nick's about to get spicy, and it's like, who loves the fuck out of me? I was like, oh, okay, all right, yeah,
Mhm.
really bad,
I
really
know.
bad.
I know how to do it. I rolled it. You roll it back. That's 10 years of marriage right there. You just roll off the edges a little bit. Sometimes you got to roll through the middle, and then you lick it across, and then you just got to smoke that blunt.
Listen, I'm responsible with foodstuffs, like I am with my women. It's like I always check the expiration date and I rotate stock when I get some new ones in.
As long as
Tune in tomorrow, folks. Banner and Backbone gets canceled within the first 24 hours of its launch.
Fred Pogue has been eliminated from the team, you are the weakest link.
You are the weakest link.
Leave it to a freaking Marine not to get too damn raucous.
I mean, we were talking about the Marines earlier being the gayest of the branches.
I mean,
That
is it
is
true what they say
ridiculous.
about all Marines are bottoms? Is that true? I mean,
I mean, here's the
Navy
thing.
will fuck
I would
anything,
say
all
it
Marines
is
are
because
bottoms.
you got to understand we're so used to taking the green weenie so much that it's just kind of your natural position as being a Marine. You're kind of the low. You are the bottom of the DoD pile. So you're just so used to taking it. You're just like, it's like, hey, are you a bottom? Well, I guess I am.
They're just resigned to it. That's probably why they love their crayons so much. They like sticking long, hard things down their throats.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Deep.
it's true. It is true. Well, it
I've
is.
seen those riflemen.
That's true.
They like to hang out with each other in the wilds and in the
I mean,
woods.
the saddest part, even with all that, even the eating the crayons and even the green weenie sneaking up on you, the Army still tries their damnedest to be like us every single day and fails. And it's sad when you see it. It's like, man, we could be well, we got black berets now. Does that make us cool? No, it doesn't.
Now we're back to no. Now
Of
the
course
Army's
you
back
are.
though
Of course you're
to
back
the
to that.
Greens.
We haven't changed ours
You're
because
right,
why screw
because
with
the Army made
perfection?
some shitty decisions and they were like, oh, we should look so pretty in our blues, but the blues fucking sucked. Like they
Yep.
were awful.
And notice ours
Audience-
haven't changed in like
Audience,
100
I
years.
just want you to notice that I've sown chaos and dissent merely by asking the two veterans whose branch of the service take dick more. The Marines.
Of course, the Marines.
We do.
The
We
Marines
do.
do.
Absolutely.
They say hoorah instead of hoorah. They say hoorah.
Listen, we understand.
That goes along with that.
They were so much that they can't even be in the Navy.
Listen,
So,
we have
there
been
you go,
accepting of gays because of our cousins in the Navy for a long damn time. We know what we are.
No. The Navy has been accepting of gays for a long time.
We're part of
because
that
the
department.
Marines.
We're part of that
Yeah.
department. We're the
They
Department of
let
the Navy.
you go
We
into
don't-
your own department because Don't
Dude,
Ask,
we
Don't Tell
literally, like,
existed,
our
and they were like,
EGA
nope, Don't Ask, Don't Tell this whole branch.
our EGA, literally, they can't even let us have that. It's like it still has to say Department of the Navy on it. We don't even get to have our own fucking brand without the Navy saying, "Listen, we're on this. You guys belong to us." Like that's our daddy, right? We don't even have our own ships. We got to ask our dad for a ride. It's like, hey,
Daddy, can you bring me across the ocean?
Daddy, can you take me to
I want to
war?
go drop a bunch of semen on this country and just sploosh everywhere.
English.
It's like
English of America onto your beaches.
Dad, the Army's screwing it up again, and we need to go bail them out. You gotta take these gone. Why are
The
you being
Air
so
Force won't.
mean?
The Air Force won't fly us. The school bus drivers of the sky won't
No,
fly us. Come on, put us on your boats. We love to sail.
that's it.
Our little boats will even launch out of your bigger boat.
Dude, hey, like Lawrence, like so when we were doing training on a cruise, and our staff sergeant came into so you have all these bunks, right? You're in the bunk, and you're literally like it's almost like a coffin, and a fucking staff sergeant came into the room and had his ball sack hanging through his trousers, and he's like, "What? What's going on?" And of course, that's kind of the life we live. It's just your staff sergeant coming into the room with a ball sack hanging in the room to lighten the mood.
Just to lighten the mood.
You mean the writer, Balzac?
No. Well, no, when I was reading that, of course, I was reading D. Balzac.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it live and loud.
These nuts
Yeah.
all in your face.
Yeah.
Ah,
I was in college when that was a thing.
Yeah.
When that first came out, and we had a guy in my fraternity. I was in a fraternity. If you want to know where I get some of my ridiculousness from.
I think that's why I'm not weirded out by the gay stuff, man, is because it's literally like, I had a sergeant tell me, he's like, bro, gonna be the best shower you ever had. The Navy, you take the nozzle off, you stick that shit right up your ass. I mean, you got like an enema every day, fucking free.
Yeah,
It's like that shit'll clean you out, dude. You'll have the cleanest
your
fucking
butthole will
tailpipe
be
you've ever had.
so clean, bro.
Yeah, Susan and I didn't
people
even need
talk
to do
about
our
that
show
shit
on
so
douching.
openly.
Yeah, seriously.
We had you on, Fred.
This is what I was told, and you know what? He was right.
And you know what? That's why I got a bidet. So fuck yeah. Thank you, Staff Sergeant. And the whole you're used to people naked because you go to boot camp or basic training, and you got one shower room for 50 dudes and 6 stalls, and you got 20 minutes for 60 people to shower. Go.
Oh yeah.
You think people are swapping real fast? There ain't
no,
time
literally,
for some
that's
of
what
these
it was.
folks.
You lined up with somebody.
Yeah, you went train and you just walked through.
Oh no, well, they had it to work for us because ours was big enough. So you had one guy at the nozzle, and then you had a drill instructor out like in there, or like in the head, and he you'd soap up and you'd lather up, and you do it 4 times. You'd like switch, and so you'd switch, freaking and then you switch, and so you're lathered up. It's like Japanese style, bro. Like you just wet, lather up.
How do I sign up?
You're a little past the age to enlist now, Laura.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry, my friend. That being said, you don't have to worry about the draft anymore, so you're good on that. So fly free, my friend. Fly free of the.
I'll just find the nearest bathhouse and reenact it in the.
I mean, that's pretty much what it was.
Sort of what it is. It's a bathhouse for soldiers.
That's how I knew. That's honestly, man, how I knew I wasn't gay, because I was surrounded by a whole bunch of naked dudes, and I was just like,
meh.
All right. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing. But then I saw the WMs, like when we went to AIT, and they were going out and hanging up their fucking scuzz rags or whatever, the green towels they had. Son, that's how I knew. I mean, it's like there's no denying it.
Yeah. Nick, I don't know if you saw this, but Wendy Parker jumped in and said that she really likes your Star Wars dolls.
Is it
dolls? These
are,
like
you said, your
action
Star Wars dolls.
Fucking figures. Action figures. These ain't no dolls.
Your Star Wars
they're
dolls.
I don't play with them, so they're not dolls. They're action figures because I don't play with them. If I played with them, they would be dolls. I have no problem with boys having dolls because my son played with dolls, and
if you played with them, wouldn't they then be action figures?
No, because they're figures that pose in action poses.
But they're not actually doing any action. They're just posing. So like dolls pose.
No. Dolls don't pose because I've fucking seen Chucky, and that doll kills people.
It does.
He doesn't pose. He kills people.
So Robert Sawyer said,
"What is the girl doll that kills people? Annabeth, whatever."
I think it's Annabelle.
That shit is creepy.
That's creepy as fuck too.
I think so. So Robert Sawyer said boot camp sounds like prison.
It kind of is.
now convicts have more rights than you do as a recruit.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Convicts actually have more. They do. They get phone calls.
Yep.
They get
There's
like
way more
they get
rights. Yeah.
there's way more. You don't you actually lose. They give you don't even when you go into the military, you do not get the choice to take vaccines. They give it to you. They ask you, do you want this injection or this one? And then they stick the fuck into you. And it's a big old peanut butter shot where you got
Yeah.
a
See, this is
ball of
why
shit
this
in
is
your
why the
mouth.
armies. That's why y'all are soft, bro. It's like because
Soft.
oh yeah,
We all got
no, we
anthrax
got
vaccines. We got 1 in 11. It's like
no
1
no
in
no no.
11
We got
people
the
die
cocktail,
from that
bro.
shit.
We
Yeah,
got the
we got the
cocktail
cocktail too.
with the air gun, where it's literally like you get put in a line and there's two of them, and they go next, and they put
Yeah.
one and here and
Yeah,
here.
in the
And go,
army, they go next, pull your pants down, and they stab you in the ass with it.
well, I mean, listen, if that's, I mean, it's not my fault they have kinks. I don't know what to tell you. You know,
That and I mean, one of the things they don't tell you too, and it's I don't know if it's I think it's always been a like a legend in like the
Legend.
was it
like a
saltpeter?
like the private's legend of basic training is that they put something into the cocktail that prevents men from getting erections anyway. It like
So for
lowers
us,
your
they said it was the
libido.
food. And they said it like our legend was it was the food. And they put saltpeter in the food. You know, like to
I
keep you
mean,
from.
that was the thing that armies of yore used to do, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if that's apocrypha. If that they really did that, I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, definitely the Sacred Band of Thebes and Alexander didn't do that.
Bro, all I know is this, man. When I was in high school, I was like this. I was like, oh my gosh, Autumn is such a cute girl. I'd love to hold her hand and take her to the dance. I went to boot camp. I didn't have an erection the single time I was there. And I mean, I thought about girls, but I didn't have one. I went to the University of Memphis and I was like, oh my God, I love every single woman. They all look good. So I don't know what happened. I don't know. Like
Isn't
I don't
that just
know.
called puberty?
no, I had that. I had that before. It's just when I came out, it's like someone said, it's like, oh, this setting's only on a 3. Let's put this on overdrive. And then and I was just like, I want to sleep with you. I want to sleep with you. I want to sleep with you. And then you and her and two of you at the same time. And I went bananas. I went insane. I don't know what happened. And it took like
Are we
2
frozen?
decades. I don't think so.
My chat is frozen on my computer. I still see my chat. Yeah, I don't know. I'm good. We're still going. I probably got to wrap up soon though, because
Yeah, let's call it a wrap.
I've been on Substack all fucking day. I'm supposed to be looking for a job.
You
This
are
is your
looking
job.
for a job. We're
It just doesn't
building a
pay.
job.
It doesn't
Okay,
pay.
I got a job that doesn't pay. I need one that also pays me. So
Yeah, I need one of those
With
too.
that, come pay us. Come subscribe to all 3 of us and become our paid subscribers. We would
Right.
love the money. We'd love the support. Y'all are amazing. I'm doing a sale too, so 80% off mine. Please come and subscribe. Lawrence,
Go
yeah,
subscribe to them.
we're still doing our Gen XE summer sale. We're 80% off of Gen XE for yearly subscriptions that last forever. $1 for Lawrence Winterman science fiction.
Go sign up. Go sign up for them. Like totally do it. Like
And also Fred. Come on, bro. You gotta plug yourself.
I mean,
plug yourself, Fred.
Honey, if you don't
right.
plug yourself, I'm gonna come plug you.
You're gonna get double plugged.
Can
Yeah.
Fusen do it? Can Fusen do it? No, wait, no, she's like my little sister. No. Bad.
Yeah, come
No,
on, don't make it
no,
creepy.
that's rude, Fred. That's
Don't
I
let
rude.
that child.
I know. It's
That's
just
a rude.
I know.
Plug yourself, brother.
Did I plug myself?
No.
Oh, I'm Frederick Pogue at Missives from Middle Aged Man. I'm also going to be a contributor to Banner and Backbone, and my internet crush is Katie Fang.
Oh,
Eddie's the Capricorn.
Katie,
Capricorn.
if you want to come on the show tomorrow, we got
Oh my God.
slots. You're welcome.
We have
Oh my
many
God.
hours of content we need filled.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
And you
that's
and you know a lot
I'm
about
just going to put it out.
Epstein.
I'm putting it out in the world. Katie Fang, total internet crush. That's it. It's good to admit. It's good to
You
admit.
got to
I
put it
felt
out
that bad.
into the universe.
Yeah. It's good to admit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
all right, brothers.
so there you go.
All right, brothers. You'll all be seeing from us here soon. Look out for us
24
tomorrow.
hours, bro.
Banner and Backbone, 24 hours. Talk to y'all later. Thanks, guys.
Bye,
Thanks,
everybody.
everybody.
Thanks,
Have a
guys.
good
Bye,
one.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.